Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will be present. Before that, let me introduce myself first. My name is Eka Nur Cholifah with study number 20530046. Okay, I will presentation about parents' treatment on EFL students English learning process in English language department. Okay, the background of the study. The first point is this. Study focuses on the relationship between students and their parents who have influence in the learning process. The motivation given by parents to a student is very influential in the process of learning English. According to Cowdery, parents' function of learning their younger children is evident in a variety of parenting behaviors. The second point, according to Hasana, parental behavior toward children can affect learning in children. Parental, parental involvement impacts a child's instructional lifestyle in many ways. Studies have proven that this impact has social, psychological, financial, and cultural dimensions. It can also be said that the impact is legitimate for society, where mothers and fathers are seen as the first teachers of children. Parents also play the role of maximum stakeholders of the instructor and college director in student education. The last point of the background, the involvement of parents in the learning process makes students increase in learning, especially in learning English. Table of contents. In the research question has two questions. The first question is what kinds of parental treatment to affect EFL students' learning achievement? The second question is how does parental treatment give impact on EFL student learning achievement? Next, the objective of study. Okay. The objective has two points. The first point is this research purpose is to expose kinds of parental treatment to affect EFL student learning achievement. Okay, the second point, this research purposes to describe parental treatment gives impact on EFL students' learning achievement. The significance of study. The significance has two points. The first is for students, and then the second for teachers. First, for students, this research, this research was expected to understand how parental education affects children's learning. For teachers, if this research was expected to know and evaluate the parental treatment affects children's learning style. Scope and limitation of the research. Okay. The scope of the research is discussion about parental involvement in the student learning. The limitation of the research is discussion about English process in students. Literature review. The literature review, the first is theoretical framework. In the theoretical framework, has a 5 point. The first, parental involvement. The second is family roles. The third, perceived parental control. The fourth, digital deprivation. And the last, children's achievement in English language. Based on the explanation above, it can be seen clearly that this research analyzed about parental involvement. In parental involvement, there are several influencing factors, namely family rules, perceived parental control, digital deprivation. Some of these things can affect student learning in improving English learning. Previous related studies. According to Fatanka and Tenbakwe, 2014, the role of social support on intrinsic and extrinsic motivation among Iranian EFL learners' motivation will be associated with social support such as support from parents, siblings, and EFL teachers. According to Supplement 2014, parental involvement in children education important varies and benefits. Okay, research method. In the research method, the first is approach of the study. Approach of the study is the case study research design of the qualitative research methodology was adopted in this study as a scope case studies are based on phenomenon investigated in depth in real context. Extra Mise 2021. Okay, okay. Data and source of the data. The data in this study are in the form of points. In the form, the first is interview results, the second transcript observation of researchers during the evaluation process. The data source is the source from which the data is taken. In the study, researchers use interview guidelines, observation to seek to collect data. Therefore, the researcher obtained the data sources from the interviewed students. Okay, the last making documentation of the research. Okay, technique of data collection. Okay, technique of data collection use non-structured interview. The first point, the researcher prepares several questions to be asked interview students. Researchers also prepared a recorder to record their answers. The second, the researcher asks and spoke in a friendly manner based on prepared questions. In the last, researchers record their answers. Okay, technique data collection. Observation. The ways in conducting observation are researchers prepare their observation sheet and the researchers join the class. Documentation. The documentation exists as a tool, not as a standalone research object. For example, as in this survey, documents serve as support for interview techniques to make the retrieved data reliable. Documents can be used in different ways during the research process. Okay. Technique of data analysis, thematic analysis. The first is familiarizing with the data. The second, coding the data. The third, searching for the terms. The fourth is reviewing the terms. The fifth, defining the terms. And the last, writing up. Okay. That, that's all my presentation about parent about parental about parents' treatment on EFL student English learning process in English language department. Thanks for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.